Hi, and welcome to Soul Rain Art. It's me, Rachel Bellamy, aka Queenpreneur. So today I am making my first video as a part of the Robyn McClendon's design team. I'm so excited to join a fabulous group of ladies on the design team. And we are looking forward to playing with Robyn's printables. And so I have been watching my teammates do their videos, and so I'm like, wow, everybody's so talented, right? So I was trying to figure out what I was going to add to the discussion, and I said, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm just going to be me. I'm going to do me. And so today I thought I would show you how I am going to make the printables my own. So I think that's a challenge a lot of us artists face when we study under somebody. We begin to take on their style, and I think it's very important to find your own voice. And one of those ways is how you use color. Another is how you use the marks you make, and just kind of your general aesthetic, right? Your style. But it takes a progression to get there, to figure out what your style is, and so what I thought I would show you is one way that I am taking the printables and making them my own. But before I do, I thought I would share a little story with you, how I became a Robyn McClendon fan. I think we all have our Robyn McClendon stories. So for me, it was I had progressed through scrapbooking, Project Life, and was into mixed media. And then I discovered everybody was talking about this thing called the Gelli plate. And so I began this journey down this exploration of what is Gelli printing, and I watched tons of videos. And then one day I saw this lady, cutest lady ever, right? She pulled out some golden paint. Now, I had only seen golden in Michael's and knew that it was expensive. I had never used it. And so I was curious, and I watched her, and I'm sure you guys, it's one of her first videos where she's using a Celadon paint, and it's from the side angle of the camera. And it really was like love at first sight. Like I was like, oh my gosh, that's it, right? Like it captured everything that I like. It was organic. It was different. It wasn't and you know, we each have our style. So when I say this, I'm not saying one is better than the other, but for me, it more aligned with my style. So it didn't have a lot of fluffy, if you will, right? And I'm a stencil lover. I'm a stencil girl. I got tons of stencils. But I like the way she did things. And so I became a fan. I became a Robyn fan. I supported her on Art Mythos and Patreon, and I just have enjoyed myself tremendously. And I've seen my art grow. And so I would just encourage you, if you have never watched any Robyn McClendon videos, watch some. Now, I also have some more stories, and from month to month, I'll tell more about the people on our team. So, nevertheless, without further ado, let's get started. So, what I want to talk about first, so let me tell you how I usually start a project. So I usually I'm inspired by something. I like history. I love history. I love connecting to who I am as a person and who I am as a spirit. And so I love history, and I am inspired by historical art, right? For some reason, it connects me, pulls me back in to yesteryear. And so I knew I wanted to make a collage, like a finished collage. It's also my mom's birthday, and I usually make her something for her birthday. So I wanted to make a collage piece, and let me get what I've got. Okay, so this is what I'm working with. It's a cradled wood, right? And I have some elements that I've gathered and collected from various people. These are earrings that have gone bad. This is a button, another earring. So that's where I'm starting. Now, I don't know how any of this is going to how it's going to end up, but this is how I'm starting. And what I have done already is I've gold gessoed this. I actually started this in Seth Apter's class. I just never finished it. So this is ultimately the substrate I'm going to put my collage pieces on. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so we're going to put this aside. So the printables. So what I want to do is my process is I have the substrate. I'm a layer artist. Like I have lots of layers, and so I will probably have like 100 layers. Not that many, but I'm going to do a whole lot of layers to get to this end state. So I was talking about inspiration and historical inspiration. So I have been studying can you see this picture? Do I need to get closer or back? Let's see. Ah, look at that. So there. Yeah. Okay. And I don't want to say it wrong, so it's it's spelled Benin. I think it's in the Benin tribe in Africa, and they have these gorgeous bronze plaques. And these plaques, they would, if you were going to see the king, right? They would come into the king's palace, and these poles would be covered from bottom to top in these plaques. And these plaques, over time, they told stories. And so I was just inspired by this picture. Now, let me show you what I do when I find an inspiration piece. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in just so you can see up close. Give me a second. I'll just bring it up here. Okay, so what I do when I am looking at a piece for inspiration is, one, what I notice first is the color. The color is what intrigued me about these plaques, was the color. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find out where it's a good place to be without all the light and glare. All right, there we go. I'm sorry. So what intrigued me most was the color. It's in my palette. I love gold mustard rust palette. I love that. I like what I noticed is some of these patterns here. Like this is like a crisscross pattern. You've got this pattern over here. You've got this pattern. So that's what calls out to me. And so I allow myself to be the observer of the art to figure out what inspires me in this piece. And in this piece, it's the color. It's the strength of the piece. It's the fact that it's all one color. And through dimension and layers, they've created art, right? Now, I am not going to build these statues, but this is my inspiration piece. So, my first layer is I'm going to put down a layer of collage, which is where we're starting in this process. So I already know that this video is going to be at least 2, maybe 3, because there's so many layers. I have to let the paint dry. I mean, the paint and the mediums dry. So for this video, I'm just going to talk about one layer, which is my first layer, and the process to get that layer complete. And I'm going to teach you a technique, or we're going to do a technique. We're going to use several mediums, but basically the technique is the same, right? I'm colorizing these printables, but I'm going to use at least 7 different ways to colorize them. Okay, so now my face is going to go away. You're only going to see my hands, and I'm going to go with my overhead camera. Okay, here we go. So, Robyn, let me zoom out a little bit. Too much. Okay, so Robyn McClendon has put together printables. Now, if you are in her Patreon group, or if you were in her Art Mythos class, both highly recommended. If you took the class, her Art Mythos, or if you're currently in Patreon, she has printables available. But she also has printables available if you're not in her Patreon. And I wanted to make some eye contact. Is that okay? All right. So she also has some printables available that you can get in her school. And so for the month of March, they're free. And so, but we wanted to show you how to use them. Okay. So let me just show you what they are. And if you've seen any of the other videos from the other teammates, then you've seen them. But she has created these collages. Now, what I like and what I was looking at when I was, I'm going to move my face. Watch this. Zoop, over here. So you can actually see the paper. Okay, what I like is that she put a lot of elements in this piece, right? And so you can cut these out. You just tear these all out. So let me back up. So she has these printables, and when you get them, they come in a PDF file. And the first thing you have to do is figure out how you're going to print them. Now, I printed mine in essence on 2 different types of paper. I printed it on resume paper, the good 25% cotton resume paper, because one, the color absorbs into the paper really well. And then I also, right here behind me, underneath here, printed it on onion skin paper. Again, just because when I'm building these collages and the technique I want to do, the mediums do well on the onion skin and they do well on the resume paper. Okay, so she has a number of these, and I'm just going to show them to you so you can see. This one, okay, this is not, sorry. I knew these were not supposed to be here. Did I turn them over? Hold on. Sorry about that. Don't want to mislead you. And you'll be looking for something that's not in the pack. What I have here are the printables from this month's Patreon download. So I can show you those later. All right, so here we go. So here's one. I love the script in here. I love the pattern. Here's another. They're very pretty. Lots of little elements. So you could just, take these pieces and build your collage pages from the pieces themselves. And as I mentioned, this is on the 100%, it's 100% cotton resume paper. So that's really why the color looks so good. The ink took well. Now I used a laser jet printer, so there's no smudging. I'm just going to show you some of the patterns. Patti used this one in her project. Now, so I printed them in color, and then I printed them in black and white. And you're going to see why I printed them in black and white, because for me, some of these colors don't work for me. They're not in my color palette that I would normally use. And so I put them in black and white because for the project that I want to do, I needed them in black and white. And so I just wanted you to see how they look in black and white. And we're going to play with these, okay? This is what we're going to work with today. So let me pull out pieces that we're going to work with. Now this is a old piece from one of our previous printables from a while ago, and I'm just going to bring them into the mix because I need some more. And then I have some of my own patterns and printables that I'm going to pull out for use later. Okay, so that's what I got from that one. I have a pile of black and whites that I'm going to use. And then I have, like I said, I printed them also on onion skin, in color, and in black and white. And so I'm just going to pull out so that we can play the black and white ones, because I'm not... Now, it's funny that nothing new under the sun, right? Nothing new under the sun. I was in my old studio, and I remembered when I was first getting into scrapbooking, I noticed that there was a lack of diversity in the scrapbooking materials, right? And I had been asked to create a scrapbook for an NAACP chapter. They wanted me to create a book for them, but there was like no papers. And I went to Joann Fabric, so I'm giving you guys some hints on other ways you can make your own patterns. I went to Joann Fabric and I photocopied the patterns from some cloth. I bought some cloth, I photocopied it, and then turned it into paper. So that's where these are. That was probably 20 years ago. So as you know, Robyn was talking about, you know, rebirthing photocopy art. We are definitely doing that. So I'm going to pull out some of my own as well as some of Robyn's. And I was thinking of making some of these available as a printable to some of my subscribers. So let me know if you'd like me to make these available as a downloadable to the people who have subscribed to my channel. I'm happy to oblige. I'm just going to pull out some of these so we can play with them. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have our supplies. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. Okay. We have our papers. We don't have our supplies. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here. Ways to colorize these printables. So I have gathered a slew of supplies to my right here, and we're just going to take a couple at and just show you the process. This is definitely one of them that she has, and both on resume paper. Let me get another one of her prints. I wish I have. Okay, yep, I do. I want to do the same one if possible. Okay, so on my table, I have the onion skin to my left, and I have the resume paper here, and I'm just going to just do the overhead camera. Okay. Okay, so I have the two, and I'm being fancy. That's what I'm doing. I'm being fancy. So here are my supplies here, just if you want to see what I got going on over here. Sorry for the shake, but that's the supplies we've got. We'll just do like a scan. We've got a lot of supplies over here. You can see them. All right, so first on the list is we are just going to take some acrylic ink. Now, I'm clearly not set up for this because I need 8 brushes. I need a jelly plate. I'm tripping. Anyway, we're just going to take some acrylic ink, and I have acrylic ink. I do have acrylic ink. I got this color. I pulled burnt sienna, and that's the only color I pulled was burnt sienna. That's silly. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that. I knew I had pulled some. I got burnt sienna. I got some watercolors too. All right, well, let's just play. Let's just have a play on colorizing these. So we can always you know, we're big fans of the jelly plate, and I keep a nasty jelly plate. It's real gross. Look at this. Let me show you. Let me show you how gross it is. Right? But that all that yummy will come up and be cool at some point. But right now we're just gonna use it like a stamp pad. Okay. So we're just gonna colorize this a little bit. We want some color. The goal is to create this kind of monochrome. Really? All right, I got it. Whew. And I am just putting this over here on my jelly plate. Use it like a palette paint palette. And so literally, and one easy way is just to apply acrylic ink to the paper, right? I am literally just painting the paper with this acrylic ink. Now, I did nothing really special, but I just wanted you to see that you can take it and make it your own, right? Like now it's in a color that works for me. And I can do this on any of them. That started off maybe in when Robyn made them, they started off and they were, you know, turquoise or red or pink, and maybe you don't do pink, right? So you can just apply a solid layer of acrylic paint, right? The next product we're going to use are distress stains, and we're going to colorize our pages with distress stain. So let me get some. This one will be fun because this one had a whole lot going on, right? Take something. So don't discount a pattern because you're like, that's not something I want to do. Don't discount it because at first glance it doesn't look like it would work for you, because it very well might work. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, so I want you to see both of these, right? So this one, even though this is my colors already, right? It started off like this, and I'm going to use it in black and white. And this one, as our printable, is like this, but I'm going to use it that way. Okay. Now, we're going to do several ways of applying this. We're going to, let me just warm it up a little bit. Okay. We can literally just color it. Right? We can literally find pieces we like and just color it. Right? That's easy. That was wild honey. We can literally just color it. You see, I'm a yellow gold girl. We can literally just color it. That was spiced marmalade. And I'm going to use some, oh, nothing. Okay. That would be a distress stain without a top. But we roll with the punches. We roll with it. We're just going to paint that in there like that. I'm going to just paint this in there like that. It's very yellow, right? Very yellow. Very yellow. That's what I pulled. I pulled all my yellows. Now you're probably going, oh my gosh, where is she going with all this? I do have a plan. Just want you to know. I do have a plan. Okay. Take my brush and just kind of rub it in there, smush it around. Now, this piece is really yellow, right? But I want you to see that now for me, because I'm trying to make a kind of a monochromatic piece, I'm adding color at my base level. Like I could have just collaged these pieces in black and white and then colored them. But I want some variance in. Okay, now remember one of these, okay. And yes, I am just dabbing away on my jelly plate here. So you're like, what? I didn't know you could do that. Just dabbing away on my jelly plate here. And I'm about done. I'm going to put a little red, add a little red to the fight, because we haven't had any red in the fight here. Now, what will be cute is if I literally just put it on like that. The little dots. You want to see? Let's see, right? Let's just see what it does with all the little dots. Right? Let's just see. Normally I would have spread it out. But I mean, can you get that on your own? Never. Like, never. Never, never. Could you get that on your own? Never, never. Could you get that on your own? Oh, gosh, that's gorgeous. Do you see that? Oh, that's just so pretty. Okay, we're going to call that one. Let that one dry. I really like that one. Okay, I need to get some more of this off of here. And I'm going to put some more down. Yep, I'm going to put some more down. I really like that red in there. I'm going to show you the way I would normally have done it. So that way you can see the proper ways to do it. I need some yellow. I'm scared of the mustard seed, man. It don't have a top. Mustard seed don't have a top. Probably in one of my projects I took it off, and now I don't have it. You know? That's about right, too. Okay, I think we got enough. We're going to take this brayer here. I know. Ooh, that red is scrumptious. I'm just going to put that on. Okay. What did we decide last time? That it was easier to put the paper to it. Gorgeous. Let me just get some more over here. Some more over here. Oh, that's gorgeous, right? Like, that's just gorgeous. And so now I will take those little pieces and use them in my collage. Okay. Color. This is yeah. Don't make me say it wrong. It's a watercolor. It's a gorgeous color. And what will go well with a watercolor? Watercolor implies water. Heavy water bit concentrate. So we're going to put an infusion terracotta in here. Yeah, I work really fast, so I apologize. I'm going to put some infusion drops on here. And I'm supposed to spray with water to make the infusion, to make them work. So we'll just spray a couple little spots. And we need something with some substance on here because it's very loose. So we'll just put... I'm having a bottle issue today. Having a bottle issue today. Okay. The bottles are not working with me. All right, so we're going to just kind of yummy this up a little bit here. Now, I like painting with a brayer as well as a jelly plate. I like a brayer because the spots are always so random. Like, how did she get that color like that? So I'm just brayering with this watercolor. I'm sorry I'm hitting the thing so hard. I apologize. You know, when you're here by yourself, these sounds, they don't bother you. And then you realize, yeah, but I'm not here by myself. You are here with me, and that sound is probably loud on the camera. And so why I like to use the brayer like this as a palette is the randomness of the mark. Like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't control that, right? But that no longer. The text is there. When it dries, it'll still be there. Okay? And I have a wet plate. So let's just go ahead and put that on there. We are on the third one, which was watercolor, concentrated watercolor. We're going to do some fluid paint next. I'm going to go ahead and do a fluid paint since we're talking about fluid paint. I'm going to get some of this ink off of there. Excuse me. more consistent, please. Okay. And we're going to... I am using a 9 by 6 jelly plate. I was using a 8 by 10 or my normal, which is I normally use my 12 by 14 plate. I'd be working faster, but I wouldn't have this depth. I mean, look at that. That is just yummy, right? Okay, tools that are out there, right? So this is Pam Carricker's Sheer Colors by Matisse. This color is called Rust. It looks very much like a Quinn. Very much like the Quinn. High flow. You know, I want you to know if I wasn't recording, we wouldn't be having this drama. This drama is only because the camera is on. I just want you to know that. That's how it goes down. Camera drama. It's thicker. This is thicker. Okay, who we got? Who's up? Who's up on base to get some love? Now, you see I'm not really putting much thought into which pages I'm using. Because when I collage, I am ripping and for me, one of the reasons I like mixed media so much, right? So I mentioned that I progressed. I came into the scrapbook. I came through scrapbooking and then Project Life. And there was all these rules and proper ways of doing things. And, you know, projects that had finite deadlines. And, you know, Project Life was very much based on you documenting every day or every week. And I just didn't need that in my life. I needed randomness. I needed you know, no rules, and it comes out like it comes out. Like this is just a gorgeous piece, okay? And I wanted to not think. I want to think. Okay, I have some dark pieces. So my dark pieces are going to need yellow. Just because they're already dark. I don't want to put more dark on it. Because I want the dark to give me some contrast in my background. I want the dark to come through. So I'm going to make these light. Yeah. Right. I'm giving these some color. I'm going to save this one because I want to put some more color on that one. Same thing with this black one. All right, here we go. We got to come back. Now, didn't I look for that one earlier? Okay, so we are on my high flows. Okay, so I have this yellow oxide. I'm going to make a yellow oxide here. Ooh, that's pretty. And just because, I mean, why not, right? I'm going to put a little burnt. I have a lot of paint. I already know I have too much paint on here. I already know it. Yeah, I have a paint mess. This is what not to do. Don't put too much fluid down because then you'll be in trouble. So, for the save, I need some cotton. I'm brayering off. Who else loves the brayer off? Like, for me, the brayer off sometimes is the best piece. The brayer off is the best piece. I don't know this color that I created. Don't know about it. Good news is you won't see any of this when I'm done. But I have taken this black and white piece. It's kind of flat. I don't like flats. We're going to put this over. We're going to put some more love on it later. It's very flat as with the black. It's very strong, this yellow. what was that? The yellow oxide. That yellow oxide must have some, yeah, it's pretty now though. It must have like fluid paint, not high flow in it, like that. It's pretty. I'm just picking up the paint. We have colorized this one. That's pretty. And we'll put the rusted in here too. Now what did we learn? Don't use too much, right? Hard-headed. Hard-headed. That's hard-headed. We wanted some color. I need like a cushion underneath my glass thing because it's kind of loud. It's loud. Alrighty, so, ooh, pretty, so pretty. Did anybody remember what color that was? Because that's a gorgeous color. Clearly, I like that color. It's the color. It's the color of my lower third there. That says my name. Just a little bias toward that color. As I was talking about, one of the things your style is you start seeing it repeated in colors, and like people who follow me, they know my work. They're like, "Yep, I saw that orange yellow color, and I knew that was you, right?" It's Patty's favorite. Hi, Patti. So we are going to play with Seth Apter's dye ink sprays. Now, when I was in his class, had the courage to spray my jelly plate with it. And I told him, yo, that's what's up, because it does something different, just a little different. Now, I don't know if you're going to see it on this, but I'm going to show it to you, and then we'll see. If we don't see it, we'll do it again on regular white paper so you can see. It kind of has like a watercolor mixed with paint effect. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Yeah, that's just gorgeous. So, if you want to know what color I used, where'd it go? Seth, where your stuff go? Where'd it go? Is this it? It should be closer to me. If that's it, then I used tea. That was tea. I sprayed tea. Just so you know. Just want you to know. Want you to be in the know what I used. I used tea. And it's just gorgeous. Okay. It's no longer black and white. I've colorized it, and they'll dry, and they'll have... I wish you could see behind me the amount of stuff. That was what? Cotton paper? No, that was most onion skin. Let's see what we're going to get with this one. Okay, so we did tea. That's tea. Tea is nice. We'll use some more tea, because tea is a very orangey color. And we're going to go with honey, which is a orange yellow. And we're just going to rub it in there, get it in there. This should come out. Now, you got to act fast with this. See how it pulls up on the... And that's fine. See how it looks like a watercolor almost? When you brayer it, it's like a watercolor. Look at that. Like, really? Like, really? Really? Okay. I'm just saying. Now, that's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm going to do it again, just because I need to at the sides. Yeah, clearly I'm gonna need to buy some more of those because I didn't realize that was a heavy sprayer. I'm a heavy sprayer. Just giving me some depth here on some of these. Okay. This one really needs some love. How about we're just gonna give this one some love. I was supposed to be finishing that one, huh? See, the jelly plate is dangerous. Like, it just throws you off. Like, I was supposed to be doing something else. But nope. Got this jelly plate out next to me. And I'm getting jiggy. Where's that, since it's so water-based. Since it's so water-based. And I just need the sides here. Time check. I gotta get ready to go. And I'm almost finished. I just wanted to show you one more. We want to do the... I love that piece. All right, let's just go ahead. I'm supposed to be done. Supposed to be finished. But I love that piece. It's great. I love that piece. All right, one more. Clearly, I like... Let's put some yellow in there. Put some sunshine. My sunshine has come. What we got over here? And we got some, ooh, burnt orange. Yummy, 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 yummy. Woo. And then you're like, Rachel, we want to see. My bad, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm going to show you all of them at the end. Now, I know, if in a perfect world, I see you, boo-boo. I'm sorry. Did you guys hear me say that? My bad. I talked to my paints. Okay, so we did Izing inks. I want to show you the power of the glaze, the ice. Now, I discovered while I was at Seth's thing that, really, I'm having just straight opening issues today, that if you use this goo, it's sticky. Now, let me just say that. It's sticky. So I will not be able to use this. Oh, it's not sticky on the gel plate. Let me just reframe. Let me say what I'm saying. This medium is a sticky medium. And because it's a sticky medium, it's going to pull everything off of my plate. Okay? But when I apply it to this paper, the paper is going to be sticky until it's dry. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But wait till you see everything that comes off of my plate. Everything comes off the plate. Like, what? I told him, I said, this is now the new cleaner. Okay, first of all, that's just gorgeous. That, my friend, was just gorgeous. And that was the whiskey frost. And it's picking up everything else that had previously been down on the plate. Okay, see what I'm saying? Look at that. It is what is known as a Super Bits cleaner. Really? No, seriously though. Like, seriously. Okay, so we're going to keep going. I probably can get... Now, this piece of paper is sticky, so now I'm being risky because this paper is sticky. So this has to go somewhere else to dry. But that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to try to clean off... Okay, we're going to get all this off here. See all that nasty? Okay, it's not really nasty. What I would call yummy. Some people would say nasty. We are intentionally going to try to pull all of that off. I'm just going to show you why I am a fan of the ice, the Izing ice. For this purpose alone, right? let's just not talk about how it colorizes paper. Now, I caught myself. You saw my hesitation. I don't know how it acts on onion skin. I do know how it acts on resume paper and thick paper. And we're just going to varnish it with our hands. Get all those nice cracks on the side, all those pieces that have been living there for a couple days. Okay. That's just gorgeous. Like, really? Really? I really want to get this up. Ah, yummy, yum. Yummy, yum, yum. Some more. Let me get some more sticky glue. Now, what I did learn when we were experimenting in this class was don't let it sit on there too long, because it will. I'm just going to keep working this. Put a little more here, just a little bit here. Just keep working that, warming that up, warming that up. And then I got this piece over here. That is a Whiskey Frost. It is a gorgeous color. You see it's cleaning my brayer even. I tried to get it. It tried hard. Let me go this way. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, really? Look at that. Look at that. Oh. I know. I know. I know what you're saying. Rachel, how do I get some of that? Exactly. You need to go to SethApter.com. Tell them Rachel said I need to buy this. And so we were buying this because Rachel said. I'm just trying to tell you. If you don't get nothing else, get this Whiskey Frost. See, I don't want to lose no yummy goodness here all on the side. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you're supposed to use it in one more second. I just want to, I'm cleaning here. I'm clean up what I messed up. Okay, that's an old song my grandma used to sing. All right, I'm tripping. Okay, I think we're done with this piece, but we have colorized this piece. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, the original was a faint yellow, like an old paper page. Mine's a very bold yellow. I got some pieces here that are white. Okay. Okay, now let me show you how you're supposed. Okay, see that? I almost put it with the regular stuff and it would have been stuck everywhere. Okay, we're almost wrapping up here. I think I've used everything over here. Yes, good. Nope, I wanted to use two more things. But I want to show you how you're supposed to use. I don't know if you're supposed to go direct. I don't know if you're supposed to go direct. But it's so yummy that you want to use your fingers. You see what I'm saying? It literally just painted the page. Now, jelly plate is way easier, right? But it's so fun. It's so fun. So a very quick way to colorize something. I could have sworn I had. I don't think this yellow was that yellow. I don't remember it being. I don't remember that. I had a green somewhere. No idea where that's at. I know I'm not supposed to have green on my plate, but I just want you to see how yummy it is. Now, mind you, my hands look crazy right now. See, the yellow is a very yellow, and the green is a very green. Kind of a patina-like color. Now, This was not where I was supposed to go with this. But we're gonna just we're the experimenting queen. It's just paint. And once you realize it's just paint, you don't mind playing in it. It's just paint. It's just paint. It's just paint. I think I have it. I think I need to go. I think we're going to wrap up soon. Ooh, what a gorgeous color. Just wanted you to see, get some full coverage on it from the iZink ice. It's sticky right now. Oh, I wanted to try it on, it's cute, very cute. Okay, so sticky has to go on this side because they will literally stick together. They literally stick together. So we'll put sticky ones over here. Okay, so what we did today is the first phase of our process was to colorize these printables. And of course you can always do one other method. Let me show you one other method. One more method, and that is you saw what I did. I just put distress ink on my glass plate here, and then I'm just going to kind of run it through. That's always a way to colorize something quick and easy, right? Another way is just go direct to paper with distress ink. So you're so heavy-handed, Rachel. I know, I'm sorry. My bads. My bads. All right, hold on. I need a rusty fringe. That's an oxide. Didn't really want an oxide on it. Didn't want an oxide, Mamacita. So you see where I'm going with this. This spice marmalade, this we're gonna try one more thing. Because that girl loves her e-zinc sprays. And we're gonna mix. See if they play well together. Probably not. Probably not. Interesting. The observation is the Dean Wakely paint is an acrylic paint, and his sprays are a dye spray, so they did react differently on the plate, but they did well on the okay. So I had a blast. I hope you had fun watching. My hands look amazing, right? But the moral of the story is that don't be afraid if a printable is not in your color, or if it's not necessarily in your aesthetic. I forgot to do these. These are very important to where we're going. I'll do those later. But my point is, take your mediums out, colorize the papers to get to the point where you want to use them in your project, right? And this can be, I could have gone blue, I could have gone red, but the point is now I have this, paper that has the patterns, and it has texture and color, and and they're going to work well with the piece that I'm working on. So get your mediums out. Make sure you get some high zinc dye sprays, and what's my favorite things? Of course, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Get you some whiskey frost, man. This right here is gold. I had a ball. Hope you had fun. Thank you for watching. Part 2 is we'll cut up all these pieces, put them down to the cradle board, and then start building our layers. So I'll see you at part 2. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, please like and subscribe and share with your friends if they're into messy goodness. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.